have brought your ass home last night.
Here are some dialogue do's and don'ts. I want you to understand the necessity of having realistic and impactful dialogue. Here are a list of do's. Make every line serve a purpose. You want your audience to remember every single line. At the end of this video, in fact, I'm going to include some of the most iconic lines that are some of my favorites, and I know you know these lines, and I want you to understand and watch and see exactly how impactful a line can be, that it spans generations and it makes everybody remember it.
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Definitely give each character a unique voice. Your characters should never sound the same. Every piece of dialogue should let me know, even if I weren't watching that movie, it should let me know exactly who's talking and why, just from the tone of the dialogue. Use subtext. Less is sometimes more. You don't have to say it to let us know what's happening. Keep your dialogue concise. Trim all filler words. This is something that I am always very sensitive towards, because actors have to memorize these lines, guys. And it's always, for me, nice when I can get a clear-cut, concise line to remember. When you start adding all those filler words, it gets jumbled and muddled in that person's head. Plus, to convey it to the audience, you want them to get it the first time. In fact, you want them to not only get it the first time, but then you want them to watch it again, because that line was just so good that they want to hear it a second and a third and a 10th time.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
Let action speak when possible. Show us what's happening. You don't always have to tell us. Sometimes what's unsaid is actually more powerful. So just remember that. Now, here are 5 don'ts for your dialogue. When you're creating it, just remember, don't do these things, okay? Dialogue is not an information dump. Show us, don't tell us. Don't give us 2 blocks of page after page of dialogue. Show us what is going on. We don't need, as the audience, we don't need all of that information. We want to see it visually. We want to have our dialogue, and we want to be entertained, and we want to have a good visual as to also complement the dialogue. I can't stress this enough. Do not make every character sound the same. Don't give every character the same tone. Give your characters different personalities. That requires you to dig deep, bring out more depth in your characters, and give those characters relatable flaws that cause them to not only talk differently, but think differently. If you're talking to your friends or your family, you're not all the same person. So don't expect your characters in your film to be the same person. Give them all uniquely different personalities. I don't want to watch the same character. If that's the case, why are we watching this movie, guys? Don't overuse exposition. It's okay to let the audience figure things out as they go through the movie. You don't have to spell everything out. Sometimes the true gift is letting your audience think a little bit. Don't go into it thinking that your audience is not going to understand the concept or your plot. You don't have to spell it out. Give them that gift of discovery.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Don't rely on cliched, overly used lines. You know, one of my grandparents' favorites, "This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you." And I'm thinking, you know, I've watched them, you know, kids get in trouble, or any parent saying that, like, how the hell is it going? It's not going to hurt you. It really isn't. But, you know, or "this is tearing me apart." Find unique ways to say things and use your voice as the writer to create new sayings. I guarantee you, if you think of a good line and you put that into your project, people are going to say that line. In my current movie that I'm working on, it is my goal to have social media talking about some of the lines that I have in my movie. And I can guarantee you, I know at least 3 that are going to be floating. Give me the memes, give me the hashtags, give me the post. I am here for all of it, and I want you to be here for it too. So create your lines and have them be unique, have them be different, have them resonate to you so you can take credit for that. I want you to be spouting from the rooftop like, yeah, that's my line. That's what I want for you. So really give your dialogue a thought and come up with something uniquely all your own. Don't use dialogue when silence is sometimes more powerful. It is okay to let the silence fill the air. And I guarantee you it's a more dramatic pause. It's giving you more feeling, and it lets the audience really reflect like, damn, this is really happening. I can't believe, like, she just gonna sit there like that? Oh, she mad. She ain't gonna say nothing. Definitely think about it. Sometimes silence, as they say, silence is golden. Think about your dialogue, guys. Think about these tips when you're writing your characters, when you're creating your dialogue, because I want you to have the most successful project there is. So I want you to blow box offices away. I want you to blow streaming platforms away. And using dialogue do's and don'ts, this is one of the ways to do it. And I guarantee you, I will go into it in another video, but when you go into your pre-production phase of your filmmaking process, your dialogue is going to get picked apart. So I want you to have the best possible product before you even get to that point. Because if you only have to do, it's literally a matter of doing 50 revisions opposed to 500. And you don't want to get to that high number of them picking apart your dialogue, because at that point, not only are you frustrated, but your team may be frustrated, and you want to give a good foundation to start. So really think about it, take your time, craft your dialogue to the best of your ability. It will save you time and it will save you money in the end, because when you are on set filming, time is money. If you have to change something, time is money. So you want to make sure everything is as it should be ahead of time, okay? So watch those clips at the end, but enjoy your day. And whatever you do, please don't forget to let the day enjoy you on purpose. I will see you next time.
It is, you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate, so you got to coordinate. Yeah.